Please enter your name. Mario. Mario's house. Yep, so we plant the plants, get the sun, kill the zombies. Alright, now, I think it's good to keep these relatively non-visual. You shouldn't have to, like, be eagle-eyeing the screen is what I'm trying to say. That being said, I'd like everyone to avert their attention over to the screen now. He's got a mustache. And he's got future sunglasses. He's so cool. It looks like we know what the thumbnail is now. Have they ever done a Family Guy Plants vs. Zombies joke? Bravo! Oh, this is the best song in the game. This game has an amazing soundtrack. This is a serious question. I don't want anyone being all funny with this. Is Garfield an atheist? Garfield notoriously hates birthdays, his birthday specifically, because it just reminds him how old he's getting, and he's feeling closer and closer to death, which is not a fake thing. That is real. He is afraid of. He just does not like the idea of becoming old and dying. Now, given that he spends most of his days doing nothing, alone, and pretty much does not have a place in the world at all, would it not make sense that he would be awaiting a heaven so that he'd be very eager to get to the end of his natural life, to go to heaven? I think we can certainly put the Garfield being an atheist theory in the books. I'm a pretty smart guy. I've got a pretty big brain that I use to start incredibly sophisticated discussions. Is Garfield an atheist? That one was actually an Aristotle quote at first, before he was killed by the judge himself. He hit him with his gavel. That'd be funny. I like, for whatever reason, when you beat Zomboss at the end, his handwriting is awful, even though he's meant to be this super smart guy with a giant brain. Like me. They actually modeled Zomboss after me because they saw how smart I was. And they're like, damn, what if we made like a character that was like him? And then they did, which was the surprising thing. They didn't even ask for like royalties, which pretty sure I can sue them for that, but you know, I'll let it slide since it's a pretty flattering depiction. Besides the whole brain-eating zombie part, that part's not very, nice. Explode, you stupid idiot. And there are all these plants and they're fighting these zombies. What do we call this game? I used to have a naughty corner. Yeah, that's right. I used to be a bad boy. I used to need a naughty corner. I'd have to go sit in the naughty corner if I did something wrong. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know. Ladies, please make a formal single file line. Don't crowd me, please. Batman's probably the type to like freeze his brain. Oh no, Mr. Freeze is probably the guy who would do that. Here's a cool idea for a Plants vs. Zombies like video game parody. Okay, the zombies start walking across the lawn, and then the pea shooters and sunflowers are starting to get planted, and the first zombie appears, and then like one of the neighbors just pulls out a gun and shoots the zombies, and then the plants are like, what the heck? Why did he get shot in the head? And then the neighbor's like, because it's a very more effective way of killing them than using plants. And the joke is that it doesn't make any sense that they're fighting the zombies with plants instead of like actual like weaponry. Because video game parodies are always stuff like that. It's like Mario. If Mario hits his head on the bricks, then his head would hurt real bad. Sonic can't actually run fast in real life. If he ran that fast, his legs would get ripped off. That's another Plants vs. Zombies video game parody idea, where the zombies meet the mushrooms, and then instead of the mushrooms, the zombies trying to eat the mushrooms, they like the zombies like try to get high off of them, and then the mushrooms are like, "What the heck are you doing? That's not how you play this game." And they're like, "Sorry, bro, I just needed a hit." Because it's funny to imagine a video game for little children having drug references in it. I don't condone the usage of drugs in any way. That is an official Bandanadu statement, and I've got a very great track record with those, from insulting the medical industry to calling the Hitler mustache funny. That was another one. Now I think about it, why is that door? It doesn't even cover his entire body. Is that a door from like a small person's house? I keep doing it. I keep syncing up the actions I'm doing with the music. The challenge of this level is to play like a rhythm game. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Hey, the iconic segment is back where I have to drink water. Yep. Classic water bottle. These dance zombies are awesome. I'm gonna invite them to my funeral. How does that work? I mean, there has to be a guest list at a funeral, right? Because then anyone could just show up. But who makes the list? I'm assuming I don't think the person dying would. I don't know, maybe they change their mind about someone before they die and they make that list like early on. I don't know, like I may not like Joel as much by the time I'm like 80. But if you ask me now if he's on the guest list for my funeral, then I'd probably say yeah. Not that he'd show up because he sucks. You know, classic him. Enough of that though. That's not... He wouldn't take a joke like that personally. I just know that other people would probably be like, man, that's messed up. That guy hates his friend. That's a good idea for a song. The party don't stop till somebody dies. And they're just nervously anticipating someone dying so that the party can finally end. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na. Na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na. There we go, that should work. Alright, this is totally the same day. So, one of my favorite videos, there's a lot, but one that I find very funny, it's this, like, I think it's an ABC clip, I think, of like this guy who is a sort of like a sponsor or like a, I guess, face of this like local grill called the Heart Attack Grill. And now this grill has a policy where if you're over a certain weight, I think it was like 400 or 500 pounds, you could eat for free. The man managed to get a pretty sizable lead from being like 650 pounds. I don't know pounds, I just know that that's very heavy. They end up revealing he died to pneumonia, which Not good that happened. At least it wasn't a heart attack. But one time, I was thinking about Fat Albert. Fat Albert looks exactly like this guy, except the guy is white. Like, he's got the same red shirt, like, and all of it. I think he has blue pants as well, just like Fat Albert. And that's like a pretty base level comparison, right? But then I thought about it, and then I remembered that in the trailer for the live action Fat Albert movie, the song playing in the background is the Staying Alive, the classic song, Staying Alive. Which, you know, would be normal, except the song they use in that ABC clip.
Blair River, the so-called spokesmodel of the Heart Attack Grill,
is also Staying Alive. So these two things are linked through multiple sources. I'm just gonna come out and say that the guy is the real life Fat Albert.
I'm big, you know what I mean? And so why not? I don't eat here every day, so why not have fun with it and go with it as long as I can?
Sadly, we now know how long that was. Blair died last week.
Okay, this has made me mad, but I have not had an opportunity to vent about it yet. Pringles, classic crunchy, stack 'em, attack 'em chips. Yeah, the Pringles recently made the executive decision to change their logo. Their new logo is garbage. It's absolute garbage. Like, I support Pringles in most of their financial decisions, but changing their logo, not one of them. That's just bad. They weren't losing Pringles sales because people thought their logo sucked. They literally just changed their logos because they feel like it. There's no other reason for it. Oh yeah, okay, we got our 5 level, and this is having short zombies. Sorry, had something stuck in my throat. Oh, they have little, like, high-pitched versions of them saying brains. They're like, brains. I'll pitch shift that later on, and it will sound really cool. Look, these small people are having a hard time. You're lucky I called them that. If this is a different year, I definitely would not have called them that, but you can get a height reduction surgery, so I guess you can get a height enhancement surgery. But I have no idea what that would look like and if it would look good, which it probably wouldn't. People get very hung up about things relating to children. To their children. But I'm not so sure. I want to have a gender reveal party, though. I'm going to blow up like an orphanage or something like that, and then the color of the smoke is going to be what gender the child is. Like, some person comes out and say, oh my god, this boy's arm, it's a boy, his arm just got ripped off. And I'm like, did you not see the smoke? It was pink, it was clearly a girl. Dead. He died. But he's a zombie, so did he truly die? That's a game theory if ever I've heard one. Do zombies in Plants vs. Zombies actually die? Dude, the water? It never dawned on me how good the water looks in this stage. Looks really nice. Get that guy from Miiverse who posted about, like, good-looking water in games. Get him in here. Oh, it's like the go-to example for peer pressure is, if your friends all jumped off a bridge, would you do it too? I was like, well, no, because they're not gonna like societally judge me when they're dead. Maybe I'd jump off a bridge with all my friends if we were trying to escape from, like, a murderer. You know, there's context. We need context here. Why are they jumping off the bridge in the first place? Am I friends with idiots? Actually, don't answer that question. It didn't ruin my experience with that movie, but I cannot think of that movie without thinking of that kid. Couple years back, this was ages ago, we were at school camp. First time doing school camp. There was this kid in our grade. He wasn't a particularly, like, a weird kid. He was just kind of a kid. He was just normal. It was the morning. Like, we had slept and we woke up in the morning. And he is, I guess, he obviously had like sleepwalking problems, but he didn't sleepwalk that morning, but rather he rolled out of bed onto the floor, rolled underneath the bed, then back out from under the bed, all while asleep. He did not wake up while doing this. We had to, like, actually wake him up after that happened to tell him that he literally just did that. I don't know if he got hurt after that, or if he literally just didn't feel any pain from it. I mean, compared to him, the bed was, like, I guess, it wasn't that high off the ground, but, like, he fell off a bed. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe he did it, he was awake, and he just did it as, like, a joke because he thought it'd be funny. And, I mean, he hit the nail on the head because that was very funny for all of us. Or at least I remember laughing pretty hard. Why not just give me $1,000? Why give me the taco and then let me transfer the taco for $1,000? This is your mother. Please come over to my house for meatloaf. Leave your front door open and your lawn unguarded. Huh. Sincerely, Mum, not the zombies. Well, I've always been one to listen to parental figures. Is there meant to be no music playing? I could have sworn there was meant to be music playing. I'll make it sound a bit more entertaining, I guess. But this is just barren. Dude, okay. Plants from Plants vs. Zombies in the style of animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, that'd be the worst. If Plants vs. Zombies in Five Nights had came out in, like, the same period, then there would have been so much fan art of, like, them combined. Like a pea shooter animatronic. Oh, I'm cringing just thinking about that. Oh, man. It's like Mangle's like a 3-peter. And then Chomper does the bite of 87. Oh. That'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah, actually, screw that. That'd be a cool idea. That wouldn't be cringy. Oh my goodness. I completely forgot to talk about this. Mike Matei, famous for his master thesis work of Minecraft with Gadget, which is a contemporary film based on the shortcomings of capitalism in the modern world and about playing Minecraft. He has recently left Cinemassacre, which is, you know, the channel that Minecraft with Gadget was originally uploaded on, where he had been, like, working for the past, like, 10, 12 years. He's moving on to different things.
Sex.
Butter zombie. Zombie with the butter. Butter. Zombie with the zombie. Zombie with the zombie. Dutter bog. Bog with the dutter. Zada Bombi, Bombi with the Zada. I'm not saying anything. This is the worst. Ever get the feeling that someone's watching you? Well, apologies, that's not a feeling. There is a person watching you. You just gotta be very attentive. No, not behind you. No, other way. We're a little to the left. Okay, a bit more to the right. Up? Oh, yeah, up a little. You'll find him eventually. Well, likes to be ambiguous, but for the sake of clarity, yeah, it's a him. If you don't like sleeping with your lights on, then well, you know, red eyes look a lot less creepy in the light than they do in the dark. I know. Why'd you rotate? You're rotating your head 90 degrees. It's not that way. It's the other way. Yeah. You're close. Yeah. You might not be able to see him. It's alright. Everyone gets to that stage. Earlier, I tried to search the term Plants vs. Commies to see if anyone had made an edited version of the logo or the game to look like it's plants fighting communists, but unfortunately I didn't find much. I'm sure at some point somewhere someone out there has made a version of the Plants vs. Zombies logo and replaced the word zombies with commies in like a different font or whatever, but as it stands, I don't think it exists. It's my official statement regarding the matter. So, President comes out and talks about it. Regarding recent claims about an edited version of the Plants vs. Zombies logo that says Plants vs. Commies, I unfortunately cannot make any comments on that at this time. There is not enough evidence for or against such a claim. And while my associates may see me as a liar, I am wholeheartedly telling you the truth in that we have not, as a country, been able to find evidence of the Plants vs. Commies logo. I don't know if the world's actually gonna become the bee movie when all of the bees die, but I can say in fair confidence that it won't. Fully, at least. We can make our own pollen. Crush up little ants or whatever into little specks, and then we use that as pollen. That's probably how it works too. That's what the bees do. They take the ants into their homes and then they crush them up, and then that's how they make pollen. Mario's roof. It's alright. To make an omelet, you have to tie a few shoes. Homeowner, you have failed to submit to our rightful claim. Be advised that unless you comply, we will be forced to take extreme action. Please, Please remit your home and brains to us forthwith. Sincerely, Dr. Edgar Zombos. Yeah, right. Uh-oh, he's here. Better get ready. It's gonna be one heck of a fight. This is how a literal master plays video games. And you may be wondering, Max, what on earth are you doing, you actual idiot? Funny, he hasn't sent any zombies to these lanes that don't have lawnmowers in them. So yeah, if a zombie takes out a roof cleaner on any given lane, then Zombos will stop sending zombies to that lane. So you can pretty much focus your defenses all on one lane. Well, that's not good. Hello. Get him. Book 'em, boys. Yeah. Take that, idiot.